So the first presentation will be delivered by Mr. Murcio Hernandez. He is from the DTM 5th batch, and he's from Colombia, which is serving as the Director of Transparency in Sport in Colombia. So ladies and gentlemen, please welcome him with a big round of applause. 여러분, 큰 박수 다시 한번 부탁드립니다.
I'm very excited to be here, even from the video, and have this speech in front of my professors. So it's an honor for me to be here. Transparency in Sport is an NGO I founded immediately. I came to my country as a DTM legacy. I am going to offer two solutions, but solutions of what? Corruption in sport. Corruption in sport is not a local problem, it's a global problem. In Colombia, after we signed a peace deal, we realized that our biggest problem is corruption. In sport, corruption has to be with more than embezzlement. I mean, corruption in sport is related to human rights, is related to protecting the real value of a sport. The Olympic system is a network of organizations protecting the integrity of a sport, protecting the values of excellence, respect, and friendship. It is a global concern. We're going to focus in Latin America. Why these problems occur? We think that for lack of education, not proper education, barriers to access to that education, and a bad reputation of sports officials and sports organizations. So we are proposing to bring proper education, overcoming barriers, and raising public awareness for good governance in sport. Our proposal has online and offline solutions. In the online solution, we want to create massive online open courses and making visible public information in Spanish, online, and for our market. Our offline solution is to create the first National Sports Governance Award. I have to say, this platform is already working with a few resources. We have 200 active users studying public policies, sports governance, and Olympism. We think this is a feasible project, and we want to increase our offer with this kind of content. Sports organizations are more than boards. Sport organization has to be with civil society, coaches, and the whole society in general. So our revenue model is based on the assumption that if we can sell high volume of courses at a very low cost, we can make a sustainable project, and our revenue streams come from the government, individuals, and sports organizations. There is a bunch of sports organizations protecting the integrity of a sport, but all of them are located in Europe, Canada, the US, offering offline solutions in English and focusing on boards. So we do believe that our competitive advantage is like we want to be online in Latin America, in Spanish, very cheap, and opening the governance of a sport for all. In our team, it's my professor, Juan Francisco. He's here. He's going to be in charge of relations with NOCs and federations. Nicolas is going to be in charge of engaging online communities, and I will be in charge of strategic partnerships. our proposal is to bring in our team more online courses with high-profile professors, as Borja Garcia, who is our VIP guest today. We do believe that this project is really feasible because we can reach, with just 2,500 users, we can have a profit even starting from the year zero. Our user base is in Colombia, as you can see in the year zero, but our target is going beyond, reaching the countries where DTM alumni are located, in Latin American countries at the third stage: Colombia, Ecuador, Guatemala, Mexico, and Costa Rica. While I am bringing more key sponsors and partners as Korean government. We are requesting just 40% of the total of operational cost at the first year zero. And as you can see in our logo, we strongly believe in the cooperation between Colombia and Korea. We do believe in the openness of a sport organization, and we do believe in democracy, as you can see in the black dots in our logo. So we strongly believe we can bring a positive change with the proper support and a strategic partnership. Thank you very much.